G'day everyone, Brian from Bobcat Lawn Care in Yass, New South Wales, Australia. It's 8:15 on Sunday morning, the 23rd of August. So heading out to the veterinary hospital. I'm going to do both of those today. So I'm heading out first and then coming back to Yass and do the one in town later. So I like to do that, and I think a lot of you do, who are lawn care people. You know, you like to go out and then work your way back home. I'm no different with that. So because they're commercial properties, I have to do them on the weekend. I couldn't do the one in town yesterday afternoon, which is my normal day. I was playing with cars, so I'm in the what we call the Yass Antique Motor Club, so all the older cars. So we had one of our quarterly registration days or morning yesterday, so I was busy with that. And then one of my club mates, Greg, came and gave me a hand with my old Triumph TR6. I'm not real good at electrics, so Greg came and helped diagnose what the issue was, and it was on the old TR6s. Everything goes from, you know, the battery, solenoid, alternator, but it all goes through the ammeter, and there was a short in the ammeter. So Greg rigged up a bypass for that, just for the short term, and I've ordered a new ammeter, but it's running, which is really good. So we'll get that all sorted. So that was a bit of a priority yesterday. So today, as I said, I'll be doing the one at Murray Bateman, and then the one at Yass a bit later today. So at Murray Bateman, and I've been meaning to do it for a little while, but just weather and circumstances more weather have prevented me from doing anything really there, because it's such a wet site. But also the rain came at the wrong time when I normally do that property. So I'm going to lift around the fence line. There's about 15 trees, and I just want to lift some of the branches up so I don't keep doinking my head. That's a technical term. And just tidy that up a little bit, and then I'll whippa snip and mow as much as I can. There's some that I may not be able to, possibly what I call the top paddock, but I do have my ramps with me. But the issue with getting to that top paddock is I've got to go on quite a sloped area to get in there. And when I was there a week or so ago, it was extremely damp, and even walking on it was a bit dangerous because of potential slippage. So it may be a shortened, or what I call a mini mow there today. So we'll just see when we get there. Other than that, it's going to be not 18 degrees max today. It's currently about 5. So things are warming up. The minimum temperatures have increased, and the maximum temperatures obviously are going up as well. So tomorrow I think is going to be up to 20 degrees Celsius, and then on Tuesday we've got up to 30 mils of rain, which is over an inch. And then on Wednesday we've got up to 8 mils, I think. So we're looking at easily another 1.5 inches of rain on I won't say saturated ground, but damp ground. So, but that's good, because that'll lead into a good spring. If the temperature gradually goes up, we don't want it to spike super quick. If it gradually goes up, the grass will really grow, and there'll be plenty of work on. I think I mentioned the other day that I've contacted all my customers, both mowing and those that I did Ventrac work last year. I've had a couple of replies on the Ventrac one where they're happy with that, to, you know, seasonal conditions and growth and all that sort of stuff, so they'll want me back, so that's really great. I appreciate that. And then pretty much all my mowing customers, I've got a few replies, but I'm fairly confident that I'll have all them for this year. So at the moment I've got a full book for my mowing, which will keep me quite busy, because I've picked up one small yard, which doesn't take long to do, but another quite a big one, which is a 3 or 4 acre property, but that will also be Ventrac work as well on that one. So I'll get set up at the veterinary hospital, and we'll take it from there. So you can see all the water here around the shed, everyone. And this is the bank here I'm talking about, which I normally come through across the top here and across the top, but it's very wet. I'll just get through this stuff. But where the fence is down here, it's slippery and wet, so I'm not going to risk it. I will have to whip a snip around all these shrubby trees, and I can do that. And then here's the drain part. So it's got water all through it, so it's seeping through that bank. So I may not be able to get the top paddock here done, but you can see here the Cape weed. It's been worse, put it that way. So we'll just see how we go. And then you walk up here, you can just see the water all the way up in the drain. So I can do the front bit up there, which is fine, and then down the back where the water tanks are, behind the water tanks, is very wet. So anyway, I'll get set up. So part of me trimming stuff is, you can see those trees along the fence line, and there's other trees over there. I just want to lift them up a little bit, some of them, so it just makes it easier for me in the longer term. And here are the trees along, I'll call it the northern fence line. They're not too bad, but I just want to lift them up a bit so it's easier in some areas where it's easier for me to work on, whether that's whipper snipping or mowing. So that's good. it's up, gives me a tunnel to work through, so I've just got to move up to these guys, and it doesn't take long. I'll do the clean up a little bit later. Yeah, I'm not going too hard on them, everybody. It's just to get a few out of the way. That one's all right. I might take one or two at the base there, just to make sure it pops up a bit more. But we'll just keep on moving up the line. The other thing we just got to be mindful of is when they get a full load of leaves on it, they droop down. So that's why I'm sort of going a little bit higher. So I'll just keep on moving up, and then I'll sort of, let's call it, show you the tunnel effect once I've finished. So those couple here, I'll get with the pole saw, take them out, and there was one back there that I'll get as well. So we'll just move up a little bit further. Got a couple to go. And I'm not too worried up here because I can't get the mower up here, it's too rough. So I'm more whipper snipping this, so I'm not as worried about those overhanging or sticking out ones on the mower. So I may not do this, but we'll just see how we go. So we'll just move up to these last two, and I'll give you a look back at it. These are up at the front fence. So they're all done on this side. Like I said, I've got to lop a couple off with the pole saw, and that'll clean things up a bit. So I'll just go and get that, do that, and then show you sort of the afters. I won't have cleaned up by that stage. I actually got the chainsaw, the Walt, the electric one. So I'll just do that one that's over there, a couple there, and then we'll move down that way. So that tree, that's good. I can actually get the ZT6000 through there, so that's higher, which is good. And then with this area, and I think I've shown it on video, me mowing this before, and we'll just look up, you can see all the mess that I've made. But I come in here and I do here, and I push the grass that way towards the fence. You can see where I've sprayed. Everything's dead along the fence line. So I do that, and then I come in for the second run here next to the trees and still push that way, and I would have already whippersnipped the fence line. So if we walk up here, maybe I can get under this limb here, that's okay, but you can see the tunnel effect up there, just past I think the tree past where the chainsaw is on the ground. That's where I just can't get in there, it drops off. But this is really good now, and it will make it so much easier and quicker to be able to mow. Actually, I generally came in here, but now this is cleared up, I can come into here now, and there it's really rough. So from this tree, that one and that one, I have to whippersnip. So, but that's okay. But it's just going to make it so much easier, and as you can see, I've got a lot of rubbish to clean up. Anyway, I won't show up the top there because there's not too many to do. There's only one or two, and then I've just got to clean this up, and I'll just review what I'm going to do regarding mowing and whippersnipping. I don't think much really needed on the whippersnipping front, so I may just I'll just turn the camera around. I may just mow first and then see what needs to be whippersnipped second. So anyway, I'll do a bit more. I won't show it on the vision, but I'll go up top, do those couple of trees, and then clean everything up. So actually took a little bit more than I thought, everyone. I sort of got stuck into it a bit, but it's good because it's lifted things. I've got to chop off a few limbs or side limbs. These ones at the bottom I'll leave, I can get around them. But yeah, there's, like I said, a little bit more rubbish in there than what I was anticipating. But you can see there's a good tunnel up there now, easy to get through. Bit further up here, you can see across the drain. I just want to get those two at the bottom. I just got to navigate some branches, and actually there's two here. So one right here, I'll get him, and that actually those two there as well. Like I said, I don't want to doink my head. And we'll just move up and get these couple up here. I've got to navigate the dam down here. And I don't know where I'm going to set the tripod up, but what I might do is I'll leave it over here and then just walk across. That'll be easier for me. Okay, that's all really good. It's just going to be that much easier to both whippersnip and mow now. So there's a fair bit of rubbish to clean up, and I don't know if I bought enough bags, but anyway, we'll see how we go. I won't show that. so that's done. That you would have, I've got a bit of a flat tire there. It's leaking through the plug, so I'll have to put another plug in later today. But that's all the front done, which is good. I do have to whipper snip little bits, as I'm sure you can tell. And I'll just see if I can get over to the back, but I'm not going to show that because it's been a busy morning as it is.